morning, Malaysia. Welcome to the Lim Ren En FB live show. This is a show dedicated to improve lives of people who want a positive change. Now, I have the privilege to know many successful people throughout my career, and I have witnessed many amazing stories of successful people who came from humble beginnings and made it for themselves. There is a formula of success, and you too can be a successful person. Now, our show will be divided into two sections. We will first interview our guests, then we will pick up some Q&A from our audience later. Now, today's guest is a dear friend to me. He is a successful corporate trainer and personal coach. Big companies like Panasonic, Epson, Prudential, AIA, Affin Bank, and even the mighty HSBC was among his clients that was trained under him. He is an expert in forging great corporate team spirit and nurturing corporate cultures. The author of the bestseller, The Next Level, if you can look at the screen over there, Proven Ways to Win and Achieve Your Dreams. Now, this guy is also a familiar face on TV. He is known as Mr. Panadol. So please welcome our guest today, Mr. Bernard Lim, the founder of Success Driven and Training Consultancy.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Bernard. How are you, sir?
Your show.
It is a great privilege to have you here today, and I'm so glad we are having this conversation today, Bernard.
Yeah, especially this time of crisis, and everybody is running. Some of them are running headless here and there, even like business owners or even the department head or bosses. Yeah, so they are looking for a solution, and your show, it's a very, very good platform. They can actually get nuggets of truth, strategy, and how they actually to save them from this crisis. I think your show is a good show.
So it is amazing to have you here. This is our first show, and this is your first show, I think, on Facebook Live, and this will be quite amazing. And we know that you are an amazing corporate trainer and also an amazing person in nurturing corporate culture. I have experienced 2 or 3 times using you being the coach of my own team and my own insurance agency. So that was amazing. We actually love you, how you actually train us and how you actually put up things with us. Now, today's topic, it is about forging corporate cultures and rallying your team to move forward for an amazing 2020. So that is our topic today. And I believe today, Bernard, you will actually share with us insight on how actually a business owner can rally their team like a wolf pack, basically just like a wolf pack, rallying their team together and move forward to achieve great results, in the future, right? Am I right?
Right.
That is totally correct. So let's go to the first question. I have a gazillion questions for you, but let's do the first one, right? Okay. So now, first question. Business people say they have a team, and some say they have a group in their company. Mm-hmm. Now, what is the difference between a group of employees and a team of employees? Bernard?
Very good question. Now, a lot of let's talk about business owner, because right now most of the business owner are looking for answers. For a business owner, you are a leader of your organization, like it or not. Okay, so when you are a leader of an organization, it's very different from having a group. A group is totally different from a team. But many business owners always think that they always have a group of people who work for them. Mm-hmm. You don't have people who work for you. You have a team that work for you or with you. So that's why the business owner has to change their mindset, the perspective upon the people that they have, especially in times of crisis. People are looking for leadership. People are not looking for bosses. People are not looking for managers. but people are looking for what? Leaders. That's why business owners have to transform their own mind first towards the crisis. But maybe 90% of the business owner, first thing what they do when the crisis hit is they will call their staff, hey, have you done this? Have you done that? And then they call their sales department, hey, what happened to the order? Why is it come? Blah, 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 all this and that. So what happened is that the people under them will be frustrated. Why they're frustrated? Because the leaders are frustrated, right? So when you function from the perspective of a team, not a group, a team, the leader will actually think first. Now, what can I do during this time? Yes, it's crisis. You have to acknowledge. You cannot hide yourself under the sand and say, oh, nothing happened, nothing happened. We are going through a crisis. Yeah, a crisis. So when during a crisis, everybody is looking for a leader. So the business owner has to rise up, first of all, acknowledge, yeah, there's a crisis. What can we do about it? Rally your people together, rally whoever they have, everybody, even the tea lady also, bring in. Yeah.
That's a good point, the tea lady.
Yes, because a lot of people will say, who are the team? Oh, they're the salespeople, the admin, the finance, the marketing people, the IT. Hey, what about the tea lady? Because the tea lady is one of the team member. Just imagine if the tea lady is so bad. Put some, some what you call that when you need to go to the toilet. I don't know what you call that, right? Put something in the coffee and serve it to you. Then you watch out. So what true. You look everybody in during this time.
Everybody in.
Hey, there's a crisis out there, But
so
be encouraged. I'm here to lead.
So basically, you're saying people is not looking for a boss, but people are now looking for a leader that can bring them to the next level. Correct?
Yes. Right. So a group doesn't have a leader. A group only have people who shouting like this. I draw a simple. This is a group. Okay, they don't care much. It's only about me. Me. What can I take? They're a taker.
Can you bring it closer? Can you bring it closer for the audience?
Okay.
Yeah, much better. Yes.
Okay, that's the best.
Yes, that's the best.
Okay. So in a group, people don't care. They are taker. It's all about me. What can I do? They don't contribute. And yeah, there's a group of people, a lot of people inside, but they don't contribute. What they want is that to suck. They just want to take. So if you're a boss, and if you have your staff who always say, boss, what can I have this? I want to have that. I want to have this. You are having a group.
Sounds familiar.
And then it's about all personal interests. They want to have that particular role or want to have the particular job. It's about their personal interest. No sense of belonging. It's everything about me. These are takers. Okay.
Yeah. That is exactly your description of a group, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
right.
It's totally different if you function from a team. See?
So show us how does a team works.
So first of all, you got to understand a team always comes from the perspective of giving. They give before they take.
Mm-hmm.
But a group is I take first. I don't care lah. That's a group. So if your employee always have the kind of mindset that they say, boss, what can I do about it, or what can I contribute? Then the employee actually have the team first rather than me first. So they will ask, how can I help you, boss? This is not like cat hai jaya, like kilat kasut or try to jack the boss. No, this is called a contributor. What can I do for the team?
So the contributor is what can I do for the team? Okay.
Yeah. Then they are giver. They give solution. They give ideas. They don't give problem. Okay.
Come on. That's part and parcel of true. Actually, the achievers in the company are not the ones that gives problem. It is the bottom 20% actually gives you the most 80% problem. The top 20% gives you 80% of production. The bottom 20% gives you the 80% of the problem. That's right. True. Actually.
The problem givers are this. These are problem giver. They don't care. You don't care. But if you got to transform your group into a team, the team will come and say, how can I help you? They're a giver. They have strong bonds. They empower each other and they educate. But it is the leader's job to fulfill this, to have strong bonds, to empower and to educate.
Strong bonds, empower and educate.
Yes, a lot of bosses, they don't educate the team, the group. That's why it's called group. If the boss educate the team, the group, it becomes a team. People get empowered and they have strong bonds. But you know what? A lot of bosses, they come, first of all, they will look at the job is not done. Then they will start shooting. They start shoot. So what happened to the group? They will all have the shield, the shield. They're not doing the work. They're shielding the bullets and the bomb. Oh no, they shield up themselves. Whereas that time of shielding is supposed to be spent on the job. So when it comes to managing the group of people, the leader or the business owner has to have the kind of mindset that, okay, let's gather all these people together. Never mind, they're not doing their job, but what can I educate them? How can I educate them? How can I empower them? So you see, there's very different a group and a team.
Yeah, just sorry about the short mishap just now. Sorry to the audience. There was a good friend. He thought I invited him into a Zoom. So sorry about that. No problem. Let's continue. So the second question for you, how do a business owner hold a team tightly together during MCO? Now, this is very crucial. Now, a lot of bosses are amid all the confusion, the retrenchment, the cutting of salary and all that. People is actually looking away out from companies and join another guy, or even bosses is looking away to cut their people. But how could a real, genuine business owner hold the team closely at this crucial moment?
Fantastic question, because during this time of crisis, the first thing that a lot of bosses is do what? To potong people, right? Potong means they cut manpower.
They're thinking. They're thinking. Haven't potong yet.
Yeah.
Thinking,
Cut. Okay, fine, you can cut. But what if you cut the wrong one? Have you thought about it? What if you cut the one that can really do the job, that has the hidden potential, but you cut it off? Then you're in trouble.
It's like cutting the wrong finger, right?
Yes. And also cutting the wrong roots. When a tree has the roots, right? There are certain roots are rot. You want to cut away the roots, but you cut the right roots, then the whole tree are gone.
Yeah,
the whole tree is
true. That
so
is
you
very
have to be
true.
very careful. And during this time, it is the responsibility of the business owner, all the tauke. You must bring all your people together and make them feel they are important. Your team members must feel that they are important and they are doing something very, very meaningful.
So
and it's the job of a leader to do that.
So you must make the staff to feel significant. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Show us. Yeah.
Their presence are important.
Oh, okay. You have to. Yeah. Yep. Okay, that is fine. Yeah. Their presence are important and meaningful. Okay, right. Their presence are important and meaningful. That's what you're saying.
Yes. So the boss have to make the presence meaningful, and whatever they're doing is important. So if the boss don't do that, whatever they do right now, it becomes what? Another job, no? So it's like plug and play. Like we want a handphone, it's like charger. You just plug and play, right? If you're treating the stuff like a gadget, plug, play. Don't like, take it off, plug another one. Now, what do you think they will feel? How do you think they will feel?
Lousy.
They won't feel appreciated. Lousy, right? They won't feel important. They won't feel like it is meaningful to be there. That's why you see a lot of, especially young people, the Gen Y, when it comes to the working environment in the office, they don't bother, They don't like what they do. They tender, what they tender, because they don't feel the sense of importance and meaning in their work. So especially at this time of crisis, the boss has to wake up, and this is the best opportunity. During the normal time, you won't have this type of time, okay? So the leader has to wake up and say, okay, come, I want to let you know that all this while that you have been doing this, I really appreciate it. You got to thank your people, you got to make them feel important. Because People don't care how much you know, and people don't care how much you earn until they know how much you care.
Hey, this is particularly true, in my agency and my work as an insurance manager. I have 4 staffs, and I found that those that actually, no, staff means personal staff that handle all my clients. These are not agents. So I have 4 staff. I found that people who are born in the 70s and 80s, they are more loyal and they can do the work properly. But when we employ somebody who is born in the 90s or late 80s, we have this problem of, because how significant can a clerical work be? You can't feel too important, So that becomes the problem. They don't stay at the work. So now most of my staff are over 30 years old and they're amazing at their job to serve all my clients. You have right. Being significant and all that. So I'm actually doing what I can now to actually make my staff as significant as they are now back at home. That's true. Being significant is one key element. Anything you want to add on for that question?
You see, why being significant is so important in a team? It's because every human heart wants to be appreciated.
Every human heart wants to be appreciated.
Wants to be appreciated.
Yes.
If you ask someone, hey, would you like to be appreciated? If the person says no, it's a lie. It's a lie. Even animals wants to be appreciated.
Even dogs like to be petted.
Yeah, cats, dogs, birds.
True.
Even dolphins.
Yeah.
You see, the dolphin comes near you, you pet on the dolphin,
true.
And the dolphin goes like, kia, 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 kia. I think that's how a dolphin sounds like, huh? Kia, 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 kia. And they like it. So the team member has to feel appreciated and significant. You know why Avengers, the movie Avengers, they come about? Because everyone
they want to save the world.
Yes, everyone has their own significant power. But when it comes together, it becomes so powerful.
True.
And there's always someone who leads the team. Even though all are very powerful, there's always someone to lead the team. So like what a business owner, you have to make your people feel so significant and so valuable, and the work they're doing is so meaningful, and they come as a superhero for you, and you have to facilitate that as a business owner.
So now that's the part of the business owner, how we can contribute and make the employees feel significant and all that. But my next question to you is this: some employees perform, some don't. They just don't. Now, is there a way to hold each other accountable in the team? Tell us, is there a method? You've been coaching so many big companies. Is there a method to hold the team accountable to the performance or not?
That is a crucial question. Can you repeat the question for the business owner to hear?
Is there a way to hold each other accountable in the team? How to make sure everybody performs?
This is the key. Watch. Accountable is this.
Sets rules and set the standards.
Yes. You have to have rules because rules set the standards.
Rules sets the standard. Right.
Okay.
I'm learning today. Rules set the standards.
Sets the standard.
Yeah.
Now, the rules, okay, they must generate growth and discipline. But the rules must. Owners, they are a bit biased. They always set the rules for themselves.
Hey, come on.
Okay, they always set the rules for themselves, and then the rules are always still towards the boss ones, always still towards the department head or the department leader. You have to. That's why I said the rules have to bring growth and discipline.
So the rules set the standards and bring growth and discipline.
Yes. Right. A lot of bosses set the rules right for themselves. Okay, I can do this, I can do that. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. So it's not fair. All right.
True.
The growth is the growth of the company and the growth of the staff.
The growth of the company and the growth of the staff. Let me just make it clear. Yeah. You're saying set the rules. The rules set rules set the standards to grow the company and the staff.
Correct.
Not the business owner, but the staff. Let me just get it
Because
clear.
it's a team. When the team grows, the boss grow. Must understand that.
Paradigm shift. I think that's
Yes, paradigm.
important.
Exactly. You are so right. It's paradigm shift.
Most business owner just is interested to grow their own pocket. That's the problem.
Yes. So when there's a paradigm shift in the mind of the bosses, they begin to grow the people, they begin to educate, train, and make sure the people grow in the work. Now, not only in the work, but in their personal life, you know. So there must be rules, and it has to create discipline. Discipline.
Discipline. Okay. Give
Yes.
one
The
example how to
discipline
create
from both
rules and
parties.
discipline. Give us one
Yeah.
example.
I give an example. Let's say the department has a meeting, right? And you're waiting for someone to come in. You know, usually meeting will say the boss or whoever say, okay, why not we start first? Then the person will come in, isn't it? Now, when you set the rules, the meeting will not start until the person comes in, whether it's half an hour or 1 hour. When this has become a culture for a long term, 6 months or a year and so on, then everybody knows that, hey, if I'm not there, that means the thing is not running. That means I'm so important, you know. I'm so important. I need to be there. When the bosses create that kind of culture, it creates a lot of people are being very alert of that. Including the bosses must follow
True.
lah. Boss must follow the rules as well. Unless the person call, I'm sorry, I got an accident, my car break down, then fine. But if the person no call, we wait, and we wait. That's one of the examples. Another example of the rules is leave no team members or leave no one behind. When somebody is having issue, people say, "Oh, we go first lah, never mind." No, we make sure the person is doing right.
So number one, you are saying,
Yeah.
sorry. Number one, hold everybody accountable. The boss must follow the rules first, right? Set
Yes.
by example. Leave nobody
Yes.
behind. What was the second
Right.
again?
Now the first example was the meeting will not start until everybody comes in, unless the
True.
person call
Yeah.
or inform you earlier. That's okay. So it shows what the person is important. First thing, the person will feel, hey, am I so important? Second thing, you create a rule that no one is left behind. So whenever this culture is there, whether the person like it or not, by the way, whenever you implement something for the first 3 months to 4 months, people will rebel against it. That's very common. But the leader has to withstand it. So when the rules is formed, people will know, oh, this is serious. For what? For what? It's for
Growth and discipline.
yes, it's for growth and discipline.
I learned
It's not
something
like
today. Yeah.
it's not like for fun, set up rules because I just set up rules lah, undang-undang, gotta follow. No, it's not. It's for growth and discipline, the growth of the company and the growth of the team.
So the rules are, do you actually put it into a diary or put it into everybody's phone or what? How do you actually display
I'm
that?
about to say that. Now
Okay.
that rules cannot hide inside the diary, cannot hide inside the phone. A lot of people like to put their reminder on the phone, right?
True.
No. It has to be on the wall. Big one. The moment they walk in, or the moment they turn, they can see the rules on the wall.
All right.
It has
So
to be up. Yeah, it has to be up. Now, let me give you another example of the rules. I have it here. It says that another one is don't deny any mistake.
don't what again? Don't deny.
Don't deny any mistakes done. If you have committed not crime, a mistake, you have to admit it. And when someone admit it, it is the responsibility of the team to come and say, well, it's okay, let's move on from there. Make it a culture that when somebody make mistake, say, hey, sorry, I screw up.
So take the blame even for the bosses. Not say take the blame, take the responsibility even for a boss. Okay.
So make it a rule. So the
Make it
boss
a
will
rule.
say from now onwards, when whoever screw up something, you have to admit it, and it is the responsibility of the team and myself as a leader can come and bring this forward. There's no blaming. There's no blaming. Don't play the blame game. You la, I la, Atong la, Atu la, Ti la, Tola, or whatever it is.
So now, Bernard, can I ask you one thing? Can you do a favor for all our audiences outside? You know, they know about the rules and all that. Do you have a generic rule set that you want to give it out to people as a gift to all our audience today? Can they download from your website?
I have a soft copy lah. If they want that, I can pass it to you. You just forward to them. You know.
Why don't you put it on your website, success-driven training and consultancy, or on your Facebook page? Now, guys, if you want to actually look at what he is doing and all his content and all that, you can actually ask him, just Google him on Facebook or just Google success-driven training and consultancy, just like below his name, and you will see him there. So everything is there. You can actually ask him questions directly. Okay. Now I'd like to go to the
Google is quite amazing, Google. Yeah. You just key in Bernard Lee trainer, it comes out.
Bernard Lee trainer, even Bernard Lee trainer can do. So now the fourth question for you is, why do some people cannot function well in their job or role, and how do you actually turn that around? You know, people who can't do their job well.
Yeah. Good. This will frustrate a lot of leaders. They force, you know, they try to put them in their role. They just cannot function, right? I've discovered, you know, many years of training, whether it's corporate, whether it's non-corporate, or even religious sector.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So I
we should start a church.
Basically, there are four reasons. Okay, let me show you.
Show us. What's the 4 reasons why people can't perform? Okay, thinking pattern, mindset.
Yeah, the first one is mindset, the thinking pattern.
Right.
Then the second one over here, they're new. This one you cannot blame them, new or not trained.
So they are new and not trained, they cannot perform. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And this one, it's not their expertise.
You put them in the wrong job, something like that?
Yeah, but you want them to be there, it's plug and play. Remember I told you it's plug and play?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
plug the wrong plug to the wrong socket.
Yeah, wrong socket, that's short circuit. They got gila, you know.
True. Not interested. The fourth one.
Not interested. Four is not interested in the work at all.
Mindset. New and not trained. Not his expertise and not interested. This is very important. You know, most of the business owners actually make these mistakes.
Yeah, because most of business owners, they only concern for one thing. Guess what?
Tell us.
Cash flow. money. In the rich man world.
Yeah, that is the number one thing now in the market. Cash flow. So that's why we want to snap them out of it once you get cash flow ready. But how are you going to rally your team for amazing 2020?
Right. You know, this is a very good point. When you say something, now a lot of people talk about cash flow. When the cash flow comes in, right, it's the what you call it, the plate ready or not? Is the foundation ready or not? Because it's like a rain. People ask for rain, you know, sometimes say, oh, it's very hot, no rain. But once the big rain comes, are you ready for the big rain? So how do you get ready for the big rain? Is by plugging people into the right position, finding out what is troubling them, finding out their socket, whether it's in the right socket or not.
That's very important. So basically, you just have to place people accordingly and see whether they are trained. Even they are new, they are trained properly. If they are not in the expertise, you want to shift them doing something else, thinking mindset, whether they are positive, negative, and all that. So
yeah,
that is very important.
Especially this part, this is important. The
mindset. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's the responsibility of the leader to sit down right now during this crisis to talk to their team.
One-on-one.
Team was out. Yeah. Open heart. Open heart.
Team
it's like open heart
to
surgery,
the whole team.
You know? Actually, I want to do open heart surgery. The boss got to be very transparent. When do you want to be transparent? When the crisis is over? No way. You're so busy.
Yeah.
The best time to be transparent is
now.
Now. Yes, now.
We have a daily meeting with our team every day.
Yeah, very good. Talk to them, how they not only about work, you know. Sometimes you can the boss, the leader can ask, hey, how's your family? And are they having enough masks or not? Government is giving up some masks, you know, make sure you get it. And make sure you wash your hands properly and put on sanitizer. These are all It looks like fundamental, but it is crucial for this moment of crisis.
True. So let me go to the next one. Let me go to the next question. What is the main thing that holds the team and the company upright and strong? What do you think? What is your advice to so many big corporates? What is the main thing that holds the team and the company upright
Okay,
and strong?
there is one leadership guru says, his name is John C. Maxwell.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I know the book.
I think he's the guy,
This guy,
of leadership.
I read his book before. Yeah, many of his.
Fantastic, right?
Yes, amazing.
His one quote that I'll never ever forget. I think 20 years ago when I read that, it stuck with me up to today because it really reveals the truth. It says, everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything
Rises and
falls on leadership. That means what? When this thing grows, because of what? It's on leadership, because of leadership. When this thing collapses, because of what? Because of leadership. You want to create new innovation to sell your thing? It's leadership. You want things to settle? It's all about leadership. You want things to be, you want the crisis to be over? It's leadership. You want happy, peace, and joyful? It's leadership. So everything rises and falls on the leader.
True. Everything rise and fall on the leader. Okay.
Yeah. And another thing, it's during this time you want to hold your company tightly together. These are two things: leadership and training.
Okay.
Leadership and training. Leadership and training. Leadership and training. Leadership and training. Because when the crisis is over, this is very tough. You still need to do, but it's very, very tough. Because why? You're so busy taking orders, settling customers' issue, and so on. You still need to do, but this is the moment that is compulsory. You need to train your people.
True.
That's how you
leadership and training. So I need to plug one question from the floor. This question is by our friend Mr. Mohan Abdullah. So what is your opinion on a regular latecomer? Regular latecomer means the guy who always late one. What is your opinion on a regular latecomer? You said wait for everyone before starting the meeting. What is your opinion, and how do we actually counter and actually correct that guy, the latecomer?
Okay, good question. Maybe I can rephrase the question. How do we counter the latecomers? Easy lah. How do we deal with these latecomers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember I told you these 4 things?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I cannot see it. Okay.
Yeah, I can see.
Can see, right? This 4 things. We all fall, when we don't perform well, we fall under one of these 4.
Okay.
Whether the person is a leader or whether the person is not a leader, we fall under one of these. If the person keeps on coming late,
it's not
the person
interested.
is really not interested.
Not interested.
Let me give you an example. If you are married, right, with beautiful children and beautiful
Of course.
wife,
Okay? Yes.
and before you're married, you were having a good time dating with the wife, and you're always on time when you date her. Because why? You're so interested.
First 3 months.
You're so interested. Yeah, you're so interested in her, and you're on time. Let's say the appointment with her, makan lunch at 1 o'clock. You are there at 11 o'clock already. Because the interest. When the staff is not interested, it shows up on the behavior.
So you have to solve the interest of the staff first towards the meeting. So meaning your meeting must have certain things that actually interest them. They want to come. It's not just a job. It's basically they want to come.
You got to find out. Most probably, it's is this or this.
All right. Okay.
Yep. That's why this is important.
Rules. Set the standards.
Rules.
Okay. Bernard, can you take another questions? This is from Mr. Kai Singh.
Mr.
Mohan. Yes, I think he did answer the question. Can we just take another questions before we wrap this up? From
sure.
Kai Singh. From Kai Singh, he was he was asking, talking about mindset, how do you motivate and handle the millennials now, those who are born after the 90s, the millennials? Do you think rules works for them, or to treat them more like a friend rather than authority? So the question: do you think rules works for them, or do you think we should treat them as a friend more, or rather than an authority? Very
I
interesting
would.
questions.
I like that. I like the quest. I like those questions that got to do with the millennials. You know why?
They are the majority now.
Because these
Okay.
these are the special breed of people,
Mm.
and you know what? They are so powerful. If you know how to guide them, it's gonna be a superhero. But if you do not know how to guide them as a business owner, you are gone.
They're a
Okay? Because they are
disaster.
very powerful, they're very knowledgeable, they're very fast, but they are not guided properly. Now, how do we guide millennials? You remember just now I show you there's one, this, okay, this one.
Yeah.
You got to make them
Their
feel,
presence are important and meaningful. Okay.
yes. Now, what happened to a lot of bosses when they see the millennial? Ah, yeah, this one, headache, heartache, high blood pressure, bobby blood, right?
True.
Not to say they are wrong, not to say the millennials are wrong or the bosses are wrong, but because that, you know how they've been brought up. They're brought up with proper care. They have food, they have insurance covered, they have savings covered, they have a car, they are provided with a phone, they are provided paid holidays. So their basic needs are met. That's how millennial goes. Most of it. Huh? So you see
True.
Maslow hierarchy.
Yeah, we know Maslow hierarchy. Yeah.
Okay,
Just tell us a little
Mas-
bit before we wrap this up. Yeah.
yeah, Maslow hierarchy. What happens is that the needs are all met for the millennial. What they're looking for is significant.
So
Is
the
it
needs
the
are
top?
all met for the millennials. They have food on the table. Their parents can take care of themselves. Their siblings can take care of themselves. What they want is to feel important. Okay.
This is what they want.
We've
Because
been
they
chasing the
come,
wrong thing. We thought giving them money is what, but it is not actually.
yeah. That's why some millennial when the bosses offer them extra, they say it's okay. They want to resign, and they can take off 3-4 months on 3
Mother
4
got
months
money, ma.
without salary, and they are okay with that.
True. So I hope that answers your question, Kai Sheng. Millennials is to make them feel important and significant. I think that is quite amazing. Now, Bernard, as a seasoned corporate trainer and a personal coach, please tell our audience and listeners how can they reach you, and if they like to contact you and further receive more information, how do they reach you?
Okay, very simple. You want to reach me? Go to my website www.successdriven.com.my.
Is there an
That's very
easier
simple.
way? Or Bernard Lee, just now what you said, Bernard Lee trainer.
Bernard Lee training. Go
Google.
Google, then it comes out already.
Right. That's great.
Yeah.
That's easier. Bernard Lee trainer. Go to Google
Yeah.
Bernard Lee trainer, and you will see him there. Now, thank you so much, Bernard, for coming in.
My
Uh,
pleasure.
Thank you so much, Bernard, for coming in. It is amazing to have you. I think I'm glad that we have this conversation today, and I love it when you share with our audience your valuable insight, team building, corporate
My
culture.
pleasure.
All right, so thank you so much for coming in. Now, guys, I'm Lim Ren En. I'm an insurance manager with AIA Bhd. I specializes in income replacement protection plans for medical doctors and also for businesses. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, do go ahead. If you need any assistance about insurance matter, just call me. I'm always on in Facebook. Now, if you like our program, if it adds value to your business, please like my page and also please like Bernard's page. We hope to actually give you more insight and more information on how to run a business, right? So a small quote from a legendary friend, Josh Devon. When you see me, don't think of insurance, but when you think of insurance, see me. Now,
Right.
that it is for today, the Lim Ren En FB Live. We will hope to see you again next week. and hopefully at a different time. But thank you so much, Bernard, for coming in. And it has been
pleasure.
an amazing half an hour that we have actually shared with you. So I'll see you again, Bernard. Stay safe, stay home, and stay significant. Thank you.
Okay. Wash your hand, wear a mask.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.